Why, hello and welcome back finally to an Overwatch stream. It's been a hot minute, I think. Oh, hello. I am hearing things. Yeah, welcome
Been too
back to
long.
the TU Overwatch stream where we got one in-person caster, but we got a little special guest caster like I think, two Overwatch streams at this point. We had John, Kurt, and now Carl.
Hello, everyone. Good to be back.
And then Crater just hopping on.
Y'all ready for this gameplay? Hold on, say that again. Are y'all ready for this Wu Yang gameplay I'm about to play?
Oh, God.
I'm on support. Good luck, fellas.
Okay, we need to get rid of that guy. Okay. Back to the reality. Welcome back. It's been at least what, 3 weeks maybe? 3 weeks
Too
since
long.
Overwatch. Oh my god, I forgot how to play the game.
What is Overwatch?
That is a good question. We will get the bands here soon, but do we have a lineup still? Do we have that lineup still? We'll be back
not
on
sure.
the lineup.
Shane, how's the status of Mount Union this season? Do you know?
Couldn't tell you. I've
So
heard. I've heard. I mean, if you're a longtime TU supporter, you know, Tiffin and Mount Union. That's our little friendly rivalry. You know, that's the
you know the lore.
that's the one. The Overwatch team definitely. We liked playing against them. We were good friends in person, especially during the LANs back in the ONU LAN days. Back in my day, sorry. But
So
yeah.
it should be a pretty good match.
I'm excited. I'm always
I'm
excited for this matchup.
Yep, rivalry always kind of lights that fire, you know.
Always fun, always fun. We are in the lobby. We're waiting, but we don't have any. I have not heard any word. That's the running joke, by the way, for this.
I did see it move to Lijiang though. That's
Oh.
exciting.
I mean, that's like default map one. But anyways, back to that dragon lineup. We got a little mix up on the lineup for this week, at least the start map.
How about that?
We got Princess AJ and Crater. I believe that is the support line. As you heard earlier, so rudely interrupted. Crater is going to be showing off his Wu Yang, and he is very excited about that. I know he loves Wu Yang. We all do. Great character.
Absolutely. Bet he's rocking a cool skin too.
Oh yes, of course. Then of
Crater
course, yes.
Yeah, a crater on Wu Yang is very craterable.
Always
we got Tanky Boy.
craterable. And yes, Tanky Boy. You want to take a guess at what role he plays, Carl?
Probably tank.
That's a good guess, and it is correct. Then we have that guy and Fast Snake on DPS. Kind of a swap here from Crater and that guy. Switching roles. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Once we see the bands, I'm interested to see what team comp we might roll with. You know, it's Lijiang.
Well, we know Wu Yang.
we know
Wu
one.
Yang. That's all we need to know is the one.
So maybe a little poke? Nah, probably not. Probably a little rush.
If it's
Nothing
Tiffin,
really
it's a rush. Nothing's gonna change nowadays. I don't know. Yeah, that's I have not heard anything else as of right now. How are you doing? It's been a while since you've been in this old TU verse. That's the new thing, I guess.
Still wear the colors. I'm still Wash. Still a ball player.
Yikes, and yikes on
you know,
that
it was
one.
convenient when you were asking me about casting tonight because I was just about to hop on and grind some ranked. I was thinking about playing Cassidy, and now I get to watch better people than myself play and kind of live vicariously through them. And when I play after this match, I'm gonna do horribly and think I am Crater, but I'm not. So
no one's Crater. Crater is Crater.
Nope.
All right. It's the reason it's Craterable is because it's Crater. This is last season too, so you know he gets to have a little fun with it, especially on the Wu Yang.
Always fun the Wu Yang.
Always fun. Oh, apparently the bans have been updated. Tiffin University pulling out the Kiri ban. You know, everyone. Oh, we cannot use Kiri. Okay, I know how this works. So Kiriko is banned, and then Mount Union has banned Cass. Or the Wii band.
So
I don't.
are these bans match wide bans, or are they hero or team specific bans?
I think they should be match wide.
I mean, that would make the most sense. That would be kind of
match
strange if
wide.
it wasn't.
So do
Okay.
we pick this? We pick Curie, or they pick Curie? They pick Curie. Okay. Okay, so we probably swap
Gotcha.
in future. But for now, click a button. There
Get
we
her
go.
done.
Oh, we both ban Cass. Cass is very
Well,
strong.
I mean, I was just mentioning Cass too, so. there
Well,
you go.
now you're not going to be
Get him
able to
outta
see
here.
him, okay? We're going to go one map without Cass. Maybe you can watch him after. We can't double ban this. I don't know the rules. I just talk. I just talk. That's
Oh.
it. Oh, I hear the
I
game.
hear funny noises.
We're getting into the world's best opener of any competitive series for, Overwatch. Carl's favorite map. I don't even know.
In the band stay on.
Yeah, we've definitely not lost on Lijiang Tower. Don't check any of our previous VODs.
Ready for battle.
You know nobody lies about their picks. Especially Crater. He is always on that Wu Yang for this day. Looks like, yeah, control point, or, the one with the server room. I don't know the map names. Ah, there it is. Oh, hello.
3, 2, 1. Round 1.
Are they going to stick the sim, though? That is a very, you open on sim, TP, and then you swap, but it looks like they're sticking it. Going to get there first.
Point. Team's just kind of posturing as Soldier sits up on the high Bat Snake. Team's trading out individuals. We got one down on each side. And Tanky Boy hits the charge. The Rhines are pinned and knocked onto the ground. It looks like Tiffin's up 1 on the team fight.
Crater lost his 1v1. We will make sure he knows about this. Yeah,
He
sorry I
will
didn't
know.
say anything. My game audio was loud. I couldn't
Nah,
think.
it's okay. I figured I heard some silence, so we could fill it in with something.
Yeah.
Percentage is looking pretty good though.
Yeah.
Tiffin got control of the point.
Yep, Tanky Boy and Crater coming up on ultimates here really soon. AJ's going down first, though. Unfortunate pick here. That is going to be most of Tiffin's heals gone.
But the Rhine trade, that's massive for this team fight. That might slow Mount Union's push down a lot when they don't have a tank. And Moira fading in instantly.
Never mind. Gotta love the
Wow.
Moira fade.
Yep. Try to get a little aggressive, and it turns out it paid off.
I'm not biased at all towards Moira, but that was a great play.
Gotta get in there, gotta thirst the kills. It's just how Moira works sometimes, you know?
That is half of her kit, so we'll give it to her.
True.
Crater coming up on ult here for Mizuki. Kind of a situational ult. Not really sure the best point to use it against this team.
Yeah, not much that ult's gonna really negate, but it's probably just gonna be used for sustain during the middle of the fight. Tanky Boy has his shatter, so maybe we can see if something comes out of this.
Big slam moment. AJ's going down again early. Ooh, unfortunately,
Ash.
unfortunately with Mizuki, I believe if you're inside, you can still shoot out. So doesn't block
Gotcha.
the bob bullets there.
Just outside shooting in blocks it. Gotcha.
Yeah, I think
See, everyone's
so.
learning something new every day.
True.
Still have those ults though. Only use Crater's ult, but it looks like Mount Union is coming up on 3 ults. The Tire probably being the most important one out of the 3.
Crater going down to a fire strike from Rook. Unfortunate there. That's half Tiffin's healing gone, and Mount Union's just in a good spot to just pop these ults and kind of snowball till the end.
Yep, nearing 20% left on the point, so that pick was kind of dangerous for Tiffin. So we'll have to see what plays out with these ults coming online. Tanky Boy posturing for the shatter, you know he's looking for it.
Big slam out of Tanky Boy, followed up by, yeah, that guy with the Sojourn ult. And Nano this fight as well.
Nano.
We are committing to winning this fight, and I like it.
Absolutely. That was 3 ults used on the side of Tiffin. Looks like we just are capping the point right now with about 60% left to go. Maybe if they hit some sort of stagger or trickle, then they can take this point all the way on.
Tiffin, both Tiffin and Mount Union are kind of split, like team-wise here. Big slam coming out of Rook. Gets naded and follow up on Tanky Boy.
Yeah, that shatter didn't really pay for him. Pay out. But we got to worry about that Rip Tire coming online. Which I think they're going to save it till next fight. That wouldn't really make sense if they ran it right now, since Crater and AJ are cleaning up the rest of the enemies from the team fight. And this is getting near last fight territory with about 25% left on the point.
Only Nano Boost out of Tiffin University here. Maybe
Mount
pop
Union used
early.
most of their ults too, so they're not going to have much for this fight.
An early Nano here would not be a bad play. Tire coming out from the Junkrat. Broken by the Sojourn of that guy.
Very nice. Trades are coming out. It's chaos.
Oh,
People falling left and right.
unfortunately, Mount Union had, I'm assuming, a good flank there onto the support line. Unable to get that Nano Boost
Yeah.
out.
If that Lucio Moira can just push right through the server room onto the back line. And Mizuki is one of the only supports that doesn't really have that much movement. His movement ability is a little bit, but not enough to evade that attack. So
One small leap and a tiny speed boost, and you are not getting away.
Yep, not that much compared to Moira and Lucio on the enemy team, especially Ana too.
Perma speed boost and Moira that can fade, pretty much across the map. So
Yep, and I was wondering if Tiffin was going to change anything up since we're not inside on Control Center anymore, and we got the Crater swap into Wu Yang. A little more open. This might be... Oh, he's teasing us. Oh,
no, he's
never
gonna do
mind.
it. He's got to do it. He's got to
Yep.
do it.
It's a little more open. Oh, and we got the Emery pick too on that guy. Looks like at Mount Union is staying the same, so we'll have to see if these Tiffin picks will help them out. Maybe change anything.
This does look like a nice poke comp coming out of Tiffin. I don't know how much support Tanky Boy is gonna get in this scenario.
Yeah, that Junkrat spam on that bridge is brutal.
Yeah, I think he
Not allowing
booped
the healers
Crater
to
off
push up.
with his Conk Mine as well. Unfortunate to see. Holding this
Yep. No.
choke very well with that Junkrat.
Has to sneak on the flank. Almost got 2 actually, but just couldn't
Union's
finish
very
it.
low. I don't know how much follow-up we have here. Never mind, that guy just burst down a Reinhardt.
They're getting the picks. They might be able to regroup before those 2 respawn and push on. Because the tank is down currently, and he's going to take the longest, but they have the Lucio speed, so Tiffin needs to move fast in order to capitalize on these 2 picks. Looks like Mount Union's Ash Matt has Bob almost online, Tanky Boy, and Princess AJ coming up on a couple ults here, so this might be some ults in this fight.
Maybe a Nano Boost here. Nano Boost onto Tanky Boy. Gets punished for charging in. And a big shatter out of Rook. But Tanky Boy somehow lived the shatter and gets 2.
We'll see if Fast Snake can maybe clean something up here with this poke. He's got a lot of range on that soldier and might be able to get something done.
Yeah, unfortunate 2 picks from us. Both of our supports going down. Not really much aggression to be had when, you have no backline to help it out.
Yeah, see, I like what they're doing right now. They're kind of rotating through the white room, but this is going to be an interesting push because the Junkrat's really going to hold that choke, and it's going to be difficult to push through. Tanky Boy getting knocked off the map by a pin from Brook. The Crater's on the flank, trying to make something work. Picks off one. Might pick off two here. Ults himself. Trying to find this Ashe. Finds two. Crater getting work done.
I'm thinking it's craterable. Alright, never mind.
It was almost that. Moira Fade saved your life.
It was almost craterable. Not too shabby, all things.
Yeah. No, absolutely. It was a pretty even match. Especially on Control Center. Interesting play of the game. Oh, there we go.
Just took a second to load, I guess.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's going on, Overwatch?
Oh, this is the 1 HP clutch coming out of Matt.
Yeah, that Ashe is kind
What
of
a play of the
brutal,
game.
especially on these open ranges. Yeah.
Yeah, the Ashe pick with not much punishment out of Tiffin or, you know, answer to that long range Ashe. We had, I would say, what, 2 medium range DPS?
Yep.
Soldier and,
You really
and
gotta-
not really long range.
You got to commit to the long range or just go full dive and burst them down. So,
Yeah.
but who knows? Maybe the next map might favor Tiffin because I think map picks go to the losing team for that previous round. So
Yes,
might pick something
I
that they
believe
like.
it is still like that. At least that's how it was back in our, you know. But
We'll see.
we will see. We'll cut to a quick, I would say, what, 2-minute break? Maybe some team change, maybe just a discussion. But we'll be back.
Calling it right now, King's Row pick.
Welcome back. You'll see us in 3 minutes. That's a, you know, chat reference. Hello, everyone in chat. Forgot to say hi to all of you. We got the greats in chat, you know. Signal,
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Future GA along me. I won't be here next year, but I will be here, not here, over there. So, you know, I'll still be around. And then me and Adam or Signal. And then we got Jello as well. Saying L shirt. Okay, brother. Never mind. I'm done reading chat, bro. Dissing the
Keep
best
flaming 'em.
team in the worst. No, they're the worst team, bro. I can't even
Drop your
defend these
best
people.
insults to Zepsy.
Drop
in
the
chat. No,
best
I'm kidding.
insults.
Drop
Do whatever
your
you want.
your favorite Zepsy emo in the chat. Show
I
some
technically
support
do
for
have
Tiffin.
emotes now on because everyone does on Twitch. So if you want to like go over to that channel and sub for no emotes, I don't have any up there. Do that. No. Back to the actual thing we're here for. Overwatch. We all love this
Any
game.
indication of what map might be picked or any bans, or are we still deciding?
I'm seeing absolutely nothing on the preview. There is still on Lijiang. I think they're still talking. Not much to be had. What
Yeah,
would
trying to figure out
what
what they
would
got
we
to
like
do.
to see?
Honestly, I'd like to see some dive. It's such
Maybe
a
some ball.
classic.
Maybe some ball.
Maybe some ball. Maybe some wind
I don't think
tin.
anyone has enough either brain rot or dedication to play ball right now.
True.
No
And
one's like you or
honestly, I
me.
don't think it'll work against the comp that they're running either. Rhine, Ash, maybe the Ash,
Don't ask
but
the ball
Lucio
player about
Moira.
what ball's
Oh,
good into. He will actually think about it, unlike the rest of us who don't think. Okay.
true. But
Yeah,
yeah, maybe a couple different picks. Depends on the map though that they pick. If they were gonna pick something that's poke favored or maybe dive favored, then they should probably run something that complements the map. But I have an inkling that they're gonna pick something that favors rush, and they're gonna run Rhine.
Gotta love the
Yes.
Reinhardt pick. It's definitely a classic for the program. We haven't always had a Ryan player. It's always there. But we do have some team changes. I'm seeing some little swaps from the
Oh,
comp. Don't block it. I can
interesting.
see it, and I should read it. I'm informing people. He's just waiting to
The people
update the players. This is your Dragon
see
roster, and then
the people at home need to know this information, and we're here to provide. We're here to
I'm here
cast.
to
We're here
provide
to
the inside scoop of absolutely nothing.
yes, which you will see eventually. But we want to give you the breaking news when it happens.
I know the
So,
roster. I'm just not at liberty to say at this point.
oh,
I am. I could say whatever I want, but I have to wait for the fancy graphic.
now you can't. You signed the NDA.
True, I
So.
signed absolutely nothing, but I will honor it as long as Jello admits that the Steelers are pretty bad. Not as bad as that NYXL team in the Overwatch League, They
Yeah,
sucked.
the team that doesn't exist anymore.
I mean, one team still exists. you know.
Well, yeah, I don't think the Overwatch League was making as much profits as the Pittsburgh Steelers or the NFL was, as much as they would have liked.
No, it's fine. Nope.
Oh, receiving word that we're going to be happy.
Oh, Carl, you guessed it. The profit,
Pay me out.
and you can play ball. That's your payment. You may play one game of Wrecking Ball and enjoy it with no counters.
Right.
There,
Yes, I will.
I will DM the enemy team and say, don't counter him.
No Mei, no Sombra, no Doom,
No half
no
of the
Ana,
roster.
no Mizuki, no Kiri. Love it.
That character's really getting the fun times.
My cat's trying to break into my room. He wants to watch Tiffin play. He's a Tiffin fan.
I think we should have
He needs to see them.
an ace cast.
He needs to see Tiffin ball on Kings Row. He's a big fan of the Jetpack Cat character, actually. So.
Wow, it looks exactly like him too. Wow, well. Look
Uh-oh.
at this roster. It looks very similar to... Actually, no, we did change it up. Crater is still pulling out the Wu Yang, I think. So we got Spoopy Goopy and Crater. Oh, apparently something's wrong. You know what? I could have just said the roster. Man.
Yeah, any production. Come on.
NA production, bro. This is a Cloud9 moment right now. Okay, so ignore
Gotcha.
that guy. There is the true that guy of Night Raven. That is who is playing. Is the what role is what? Who's playing what? I don't know. I obviously know what Tanky Boy's playing. If you would like to make a guess.
I would assume that the roles are Spoopy Goopy and Crater on support, and Vortex King is probably going to be playing DPS, as that is his main category of character. What's the role? The main role? Yeah. So
It is called a roll. Yep.
true.
It's what Ball does. He rolls.
He rolls. Sorry, I should know these words.
Gosh darn it. Anyways, we got Spoopy Goopy, Crater, Tanky Boy, Night Raven, and Vortex King for your Dragon lineup in this match on Kings
These five-
Row.
These five are playing. We'll figure out what role they're playing when we get into the match.
These 5 are playing. Honestly, this is a game for the viewers at home. You can decide on what role they're playing because we have no idea.
Place your bets. We're gonna create a poll in the chat, and
We get some Gamba going. Got a 3-minute delay moment.
Use your channel points. We need to up our interaction.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like
Dragon
teams are still
dollars.
just yeah, use your Dragon Dollars in the DU Esports chat on Twitch. You can't do that, but we will appreciate them.
Remember to tip your caster.
Yeah, bro. I'll take a pizza. Domino's, man. I haven't had that in a while. Off topic.
Not bad. Not the greatest pizza, but
Whoa. Okay, you're not wrong.
it's pretty mediocre. I mean, any local pizza shop is probably gonna outdo Domino's.
Except for one of them,
That's
but I won't
corporate.
name them.
Yeah.
I'll keep them safe, you know. Nah, I won't name them.
Yeah,
oh,
we're
the
gonna
sides
gatekeep
have
the best pizza
swapped.
places. Uh-oh.
Oh, we are attacking first, I believe, because winner chooses the side of, like, you know, the
Correct.
back
Yep.
in our day. That's how it worked. Winner chose side, loser chose map, winner chose side. Looks like Mount Union wants to defend first, which if you know Overwatch, if you played, and if you watched, and most people want to defend on these maps first, it actually is kind of a little bit of an advantage. I mean, you can still, it really doesn't matter at the end of the day, but it is nicer to, you know.
Shane, before you
Defenders.
talk about bans, I'm going to cut you off and promote that Signal the Wolf just subscribed in chat and gain access to all of our exclusive emotes.
Wow.
So if you want to be just like Signal the Wolf, you can gain access.
Whoa.
Ready for battle.
Yo, we should definitely credit her socials in the description boxes. We should credit Carl in that. We should definitely. Okay. Yeah, do whatever he just said. Go follow him. I don't care at this point. University of Mount Union has banned May. That is a very safe ban on Kings Row. That first choke that you're looking at right there, those two little pillars, the walls, May wall right there is very annoying. That
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That is very true. Crater going for the one thing. Oh, it did work. He finally went for an opening pick on Widow. Oh my god, I've been asking for this for like 4 weeks. Anyways, Spoopy Goopy on the cat. Hey, look, it's Ace.
We saw Vortex King let out a cry of anguish as he lost to the Juno. This will be forever remembered.
TU will remember this moment. Tanky Boy holding the
Almost getting his
space.
cap.
I like it.
Yep. It's a good first point cap, and we'll have to see if Tanky Boy is going to take some space here. These arches with this Junkrat for Mount Union is going to be very brutal. Wow, Vortex King just gets blown up.
He is raking those death numbers up. That is good to see.
Yep, that Zarya has to be in line with that Reaper whenever they dive, or else those coordination is just not going to work.
There's so much happening in this building. Oh my god.
Correct, but now we're seeing the Junkrat mirror. We'll get to see who is the better Junkrat. I for sure
My
know who
money's
has
on
more
the
hours
J
Junkrat.
Silly. I'll let you choose the one. It's
True.
definitely, it's on Super Tiger. That's my number one. He's
Throw
not
it down in the chat. Which is the better Junkrat, Vortex King or Arcane?
Tanky Boy not pushing up, you know, a little aggressive without a support, but TU's able to find some counter picks.
Absolutely, and both supports are down. That's going to be brutal for Mount Union. TU finally cleaning up the fight. Might get a little cart push here, and this might be one fight territory left until this second point gets capped. Great stagger.
Big follow up. Dude already has golden guns for the cat. Oh my god. That's Spoopy
Talk
Goopy for you.
about
Talk
Well,
about
generous.
dedication.
Yeah. Our two
Different words, but yep.
different words mean the same thing.
Yep, definitely. Tire coming out from Vortex King. Is he? He does have Nitro Boost, so we could see
Yeah,
just a
let's see
single
if
nice
picks anything
kill.
up.
Oh, better
Whoa.
Junkrat moment right there. And he goes down to the Ryan charge. Tanky Boy should bubble him.
We get a nano coming out here. A lot of ults happening. It's chaos in the team fight. We'll see if Tiffin can make anything out of it. Is that a cat ult?
That is a cat ult, and it did drag the Junkrat off the map, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Big
Crater
walls
kinda
coming out
hit
from Crater.
something.
Does he
Let's
hit the
see.
shot? He hits the shot. Misses that one, though.
That might be the second point for Tiffin. And this last point's going to be kind of brutal. But we see Rook swap to the Junker Queen. I'm not sure if that was a last-minute thing to touch or if they're going to stick on it for this last point. I'm not sure how that's going to pay out, especially against Zarya.
Yeah, the Jungle Queen is an interesting pick here. Vortex King getting headshot from Matt on the Ashe.
This is what I was talking about with the commit to the full long distance against the Ashe. That Widow is going to be really crucial in picking off that Ashe from the distance.
Big grab coming out of Tanky Boy with amazing follow-up from Vortex King and Spoopy Goopy. Graph plus Junkrat, believe it or not, a lot of damage.
Absolutely massive, and that might be it. They need to stuff the doors, and Mount Union's going to do their very best to try to touch this point at the last second. You see Riptire coming online for Vortex King.
Huge trap onto
We
the
got-
Winston.
There's 2 ults for Mount Union, so we'll have to see if anything comes out of this. Gotta get that cart moving.
Matt able to pick up 2. Vortex King and Raven going down. Big snipe
Wow,
onto the
Crater.
tire from Crater.
Very well done. 3 points with 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. That's a
That
pretty
is
good push.
Good push. Coming out of Tiffin University.
See, I think that Lucio ban did a lot for them on King's Row on this map because that Ryan is so hard pressed to push around with his shield because he doesn't have speed, and then by the time he gets to the team fight, his shield's broken and he can't do anything. So that's why we see Rook swapping between a bunch of different characters trying to figure out what works. Massive ban. And also the Juno is kind of more squishier than the Lucio. Crater, we saw Crater able to pick off the Juno a lot on the Widow. So
I believe they both have the same HP, but Lucio's just wall ride ability is very hard to hit, and you know, especially
Yeah.
because I
It's
mean, if
very
you just look at these walls and just map design in general, it is very jagged. There is, you know, and his wall ride transfers that, you know, a little bit to when you're shooting at him.
yeah,
It is
very
hard to
slippery
hit.
character. Agreed. Now we see the defensive comp coming out for Tiffin, still rocking the Junkrat, but we see Crater on the Torbjorn. This might be pretty good for this defensive push. A little more pressure from off angles is sure to slow Mount Union down, but everything else is pretty standard except for Spoopy Goopy on the Baptiste.
Now that's standard if you know Spoopy lore.
Yeah, true. But not standard for this match.
This
is
is
the
Mount
first time I'm seeing
Union
it.
comp that's a play, and I honestly respect it.
True.
They are
Sometimes
looking for a
Roadhog is
pick.
needed. Yep. Play slow, wait for the hook, get a pick. But this Zarya is going to counter that Roadhog if Tanky Boy just saves that bubble for each of the hooks.
Just like that.
Like that, right there.
Unfortunately, they were
Unfortunately, it was
able
a
to
little too
break
much,
that
yeah.
bubble.
That turret's kind of doing work, putting pressure onto that Roadhog. Tanky Boy getting low.
Yeah, Spoopy still has lamp here for Tanky Boy as well, or even a hook. Just see how good his timing
Boy
is.
holding it down, yeah. And at this point, Vortex King is basically back, so putting pressure on the other team. Nice, able to clean it up. And a team kill for
Nice,
Tiffin.
nice patience at a Tiffin there. You know, we let them
Definitely
let them walk in, but you know, they played it well.
Yeah, and that's the best part about being on defense is the times running against the other team. So you can just kind of play slow and walk backwards, let them walk on, or do whatever you need to, but the time is always going in favor of our team, the defending team. So
Yep, even on defense, you can let them cap. You have that whole 100% to work with. You can let them cap 1 or 2 ticks, and that's fine.
you see Zarya kind of in there. People getting
Grab,
low. Grab coming out.
Tanky boy. Nice 2 kills. That's honestly all you
Look at the
need out of a
charge.
grab here.
Yeah, look
Is
at-
at full charge.
Tanky Boy's charge is crazy. These bubbles on teammate is giving him a lot of charge. Able to do a lot of damage. Uh-oh, fallen.
Kind of
So
a
mad.
little overextension out of Tiffin there.
Goopy Goopy might be in a little trouble here.
Spoopy could be in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, a lot of trouble.
Once you meet the Roadhog hook, it is very tough.
Trying to touch.
You know, I like the idea. Actually, I don't like the idea, but I'm glad that they full committed on something. That was
Yeah.
good.
At least they made the idea and they tried.
And you
But
know
I
what?
think the thing that's going to really work in their favor, though, is holding here at these arches with the Junkrat and the Torb. It's going to be brutal.
Sure, you can put that turret behind a corner, and once they walk in, it's very annoying to deal with. Big
Oh, wow,
Alari's
what an
son
Alari ult.
out of end. He put the end to our team. That's unfortunate.
But
There's
very
your
nice.
one. There's your one dad joke for the stream. I will be leaving immediately.
But
Just
we
kidding.
are seeing
I'm
kind
still
of,
here.
Kind of a crazy ult economy happening right now. Tiffin using a lot of ults to try to retake that last point, and not having anything for this follow-up. But Mount Union having 3, almost 4 ultimates. They're gonna have to try to bait or stop out a lot of these ults.
Big
What
bubble
a
coming out
bubble.
of Tanky Boy. Vortex being able to pick up with a kill on the Rook, which is good. Tiffin is down 2, though.
You can see the Curie ult. Wow, Emre getting down to Raven. Very nice kill from in the ultimate. See, now this is what I was talking about with that ult economy happening. They just used 3 ultimates, or 2 ultimates rather, and didn't get anything out of it. Sometimes it's just the way the cookie crumbles.
That is Overwatch for you. One character ult counters 2. Who would have thought? Gotta love that character. Tanky Boy getting hooked in as T's kind of playing a little back to help support him, and he does have grab, so I'd like to see a little aggression
Yeah.
here.
Misses
Hooks
the
down.
hook.
Now's the time.
It's such an interesting dynamic, though, to see Tanky Boy push up this far with the grab, looking for it, and gets 3. Massive. That Roadhog
Huge
ult.
follow-up
Wasn't
coming out of
enough.
Tiffin.
They might swap off Roadhog here after he used that ult. Not sure what they're looking for. Aha, I called it. There we go. Onto the Sigma.
This guy's so smart. He should play Overwatch sometimes.
You know, I do occasionally play the video game.
I do launch Overwatch. That's about it.
A lot more CC, though. A lot
versus-
more spam on the Sigma is going to be interesting.
Yeah, that is. Let's see how Mount Union plays this. With the Soldier ult, Crater able to find Alari very early in this fight. Tiffin kind of low, though, to capitalize on. Never mind. Vortex King's finding Matt. What a name.
Yeah, a bunch of picks. They might be able to get this without using an ultimate. Although Arcane did pop his visor.
Visor, but
Getting
Tanky
tanky.
Boy got
Pretty
Tanky
low.
Boy critical.
Yeah. Pretty low, but didn't actually finish it off, so honestly, might not be worth it. But let's see if Vortex King is going to pop something crazy from behind. It looks like he might be on the flank, or is that something else? Tire's on the flank, that's for sure. Pick it up, 2! Wow.
Love to see it, but the Alari Sun was able to pick up 3. But
Very
Tiffin
scrappy
just,
fight, yeah.
especially with Vortex King already being in the back line, all he has to do is walk back and wait for Tanky Boy to pinch the Sigma.
We're almost nearing 1-fight territory here with 55 seconds left on the clock. We're going to have to see what happens. Vortex King looking for this. Ooh, very low.
Tiffin has 3 great, honestly, just game or fight winning ultimates by themselves.
Yeah. I don't know Emre's ult's real name, but if they utilize that with grab, that might be a way just to secure 1 kill or 2. Be a pretty good way to end the fight and the team.
He's doing it. Crater's getting nanoed, and he's flying in the air. Let's see if he can find a pick. A Sigma very low. Creator gets Matt.
One pick on Matt. Whoa, 2 picks.
Nice. Nano Emrail will figure out the actual name of it. There's some more
After
research.
these short messages.
Big grab in the
Nice grab in
spawn.
the spawn. Actually, Gigabrain. But it does look like someone was able to get the touch.
Oh, look, they went
Falling to the
Jetpack Cat
cat.
to get touch. Actually, Cat didn't even touch. It was Kiri.
Kiriko, yeah.
Spoopy Goopy able to find the Kiriko, and then Rusted to use falling back to
Looks like
kill
cleanup.
the
Yep.
rest.
Getting the brooms out. Matt will
Nice.
lead round 2.
Nice. King's Row out of Tiffin right there. Making the series 1-1. And there's a tanky boy play of the game. Probably one of his
Thinking it's gonna be
massive
grab?
grabs. No, not a
Uh-oh.
massive grab, just a massive play.
Just a massive play, amazing tracking, a lot of high charge. Best feeling on Zarya. 100 charge.
100 charges area is amazing. I'm looking up the name of that ultimate for Emre because I would like to know.
That would be pretty great.
Override Protocol. What a name.
I guess that makes sense since he turns into a gun. He overrides.
That is Emre, you know? That is true. Well, that was a very fun. King's Row is always fun to watch. So is Li Zhang, you know. 2 great maps to watch in Overwatch and play. But
Classics.
I think nice change-ups from Tiffin there. Good execution on, you know, especially like that Nano Override Protocol. We know the name now.
Very nice.
You know,
Well done.
good combo there. But yeah, I think in the meantime, we'll take a quick break here, wait for the maps and the bands, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we heard the joining match sound before the match timer is actually happening. Surprise, surprise. Looks like we are on Servasa for Flashpoint. Interesting pick.
We sure
Kinda-
are. I was here the whole time.
Honestly, one of the better Flashpoint maps. Every time I do see Flashpoint, this is the one that I really want to pick.
I agree. Servasa is a very good
You're welcome, by the way.
Flashpoint. The mode, kind of questionable, but good map.
Agreed. At least it's not Clash. That could be way worse.
Thank God they removed that mode.
I know, right? Absolutely horrendous. But who knows? Maybe Overwatch 7 is going to come out in Season 5 and we'll get a new game mode.
I think you mean Overwatch 2. They can re-release that now.
Ah, yeah.
Anyways, Tiffin University pulling out the Maga, Cass, Junkrat, Kiriko, and Gat.
Interesting, but we also see the Domina from Mount Union.
Spoopy
Ooh,
Goopy
Spoopy Goopy
getting
picking
a
up one
kill
already.
right off the bat. Crazy cat play right there.
Typical orange cat behavior. Just running into the back line and finding one.
Flying crater
See
around.
Crater. Helicopter service. The chauffeur. Combined with Crater's 6-shooter. Taken out too.
This is the new Overwatch, ladies and gentlemen. He's just flying around your Cass.
It is no longer Tracer and Winston. It is a orange cat.
There's a cat and a cowboy. That'd be a great show.
Interesting to see if maybe Spoopy Goopy and Crater do some interesting combinations with the ultimate. I knew maybe.
Yes.
Trades
Raven.
coming out on both sides. Yep. 4v4. Rickety finding. Or Raven finding Rickety, yeah.
One of those.
Yup. Too many
Mount
R's.
Union's tank is very low. So is Tanky Boy. Never mind. Tanky Boy's dead. Was Crater able to win that 1v1? Yes, he was.
Lot of
Crater
spam.
last person standing.
Seems to be a difficult thing for Tiffin to counter. Oh my gosh, Crater almost making it out.
Mount Union playing a very difficult to walk past poke comp. You know, with
Agreed.
the
Yeah,
Cass,
the Magas.
Junkrat, and Domina.
The Domino, yep.
That's going to
They
be...
can kind of control any angle that they shoot through. It's, the Maga needs to get in a little closer to be a bit more effective. So it's going to be a bit of a struggle here.
I think best play for Tiffin is
Oh.
exactly what they just did. Flew the Cass in behind with a high noon.
Absolutely massive.
And then Tanky Boy
Should
has
I-
free range to walk in.
I think I should start betting on these games or something because I keep calling all these plays before they happen.
Can we get the Polymart going?
You need to be doing like call sheet bets or Polymarket or whatever it is.
That is
Not sponsored,
crazy.
though. Call 1-800 gambling.
Crater
Or-
picking up the Domino, followed up by Matt picking Vortex King, and Tiffin just able to follow up on the rest of the kills.
Yeah. First round, or first point, rather, to Tiffin. This
First
one might be a
point.
little bit more difficult, though, because this is a lot more open than that other point, so... Mount Union might be able to get something around here with this poker comp.
Very true. Tiffin probably just needs to... Like, Tanky Boy needs to shove any choke they try to go into, and that's probably the best play. Vortex King picking up the Lucio with the Riptire, and then immediately followed up on the Domino.
Absolutely massive tire. Taking control of that point during that first fight is so crucial. I mean, we've seen the statistics before on control, and I'm sure they're very similar in Flashpoint, is that the first team that takes the point usually caps it. So just because, like I said, that clock is ticking down in your favor, so forces the teams to do things that they might not do with that time running out. Got some ultimates coming online for Mount Union, though. We've got the Domino ult, which we also don't know the name for, and the High Noon from Mavs. Spoopy Goopy looking for someone to grab and maybe fly off the map with.
They are close to an edge. This is very doable, unless he just wants to bring Domina into the team to blow up immediately like he does. Great follow-up out of Tiffin.
Almost got stuck on the wall and made it work. You know, that's how it goes. Just kind of posturing, waiting for the time to run out. Tanky Boy cleaning up the fight, getting in there. Inspirationally getting in there.
We do have point control, which kind of makes this like defending a like that defense on Kings Row. We just have to wait for them.
10% left. Let's see if Mount Union does something crazy here and tries to push on, but it looks like they're not going to be able to actually touch.
Will
Ooh,
Crater
Domina
go
gets
for
that
another
last touch?
flying High Noon? Matt picking up 2.
They might want to hold out because Mount Union does pick up 2 here.
Spoopy Goopy picking up the Zenyatta kill.
Crater does something absolutely insane here. Finding
It's
one, fighting
craterable.
two. Don't celebrate too early.
Don't celebrate
the
too
Junkrat
early, but
balls.
Raven's here to help him out. Almost disastrous.
Absolutely craterable. I never doubted you, my goat.
Should never doubt Crater. Will they pick up the kill onto Rook here? Kind of looks like it.
Absolutely 1 HP. And the Kiriko TP'd in too.
Did we just... We did Maga ult. I'm hearing word from across the building that it was a fat finger. I think we spectate Crater here because I'm sensing another one of them cat high noons.
That'd be pretty cool. This one's pretty open too. Hit him on the
Pretty
rotation.
open.
There he
Just
goes,
wait,
flying away.
Wait for them to... Oh, here we go. Let's get that Crater POV. There's the high noon. There's the 3.
Absolutely massive. It's huge.
I both
What a combination.
I both hate and love Overwatch at the same time.
It's so disgusting. Just seeing what that cat can do.
This
He's
is why it has a
taxi.
80% ban rate at this point.
He's a taxi service. He's a delivery service. He's a delivery driver, DHL, if you will.
He'll go claw your face out too.
Yep. And he does a lot of damage. So
That's true. Hits your shots and he does a lot. Vortex King holding his tire here, waiting for the perfect opportunity. Ooh.
gets picked off by Arcane, but we see the other tire coming out too. Maybe this
Where
might
is
pick
this
it up.
tire?
It's very low HP though. Might not pick anyone. This Crater takes it off.
Let's see what Tanky Boy does here. Just holding this front line down very low though.
Yeah, Battle of the Mangas.
Unfortunately,
was
the
an
one with a
interesting watch.
Zen will probably win.
Watching two Mangas shoot at each other is very interesting. It's like watching grass grow.
That is a very accurate statement for that character. I cannot dispute it. Spoopy Goopy has... We don't know the name of. Cat Ultimate.
But yeah, they're right next to a ledge. This could be absolutely massive if he hits the Maga, or even just anyone.
I'm thinking he grabs Zen and chucks himself off the map.
Let's see if Spoopy Goopy's able to find anyone here. Goes down for the grab and pulls someone off the map. Ends up tying himself. Not sure what happened there. It might have grabbed the Kiriko and she might have TP'd back. The one person he wasn't supposed to. It's alright, it's a tactical reset. Yep, one would say.
That is
As I mean, Mount Union is
three ults from Mount Union.
Fight.
That is actually kind of a small W for Tiffin there. That was a lot invested for Mount Union. Both Trank, Kiri, Rush, and Maga Cage.
And we're seeing another high noon from Crater, so we could see a repeat of what's been happening. And Tiffin only needs to win one more
Here's the
fight.
high
As Crater's
noon.
hopping over the top of the high noons. Finding two.
Big tire coming out of
Vortex King
Vortex.
tire
King.
on top of that.
Is it Vortex Kingable?
It's a 1v1. Maga versus Vortex King, and you
Vortex
know how that
Kingable.
plays out.
Even if it's not Crater, it's still Craterable. We just have to keep the name up. 10% left out of TU. Big Junkrat moment.
Finding two at the last second, just adding insult to injury.
What a crazy
that's the
Junkrat
second match.
play. It is map number 2 going in favor of Tiffin University, now up 2-1.
Play of the
Since I said
There
the
it is.
last ultimate ability, I'm gonna send you.
Oh,
guys
here's the
some-
first one.
Oh, big Heine coming in. What an
So you can hear
absolute
the
unit of
players.
a character.
The players celebrating that miraculous play from Crater.
Miraculous indeed. I'm gonna send you the name of this ultimate because I got the last one. It's only fair that you get it. Definitely not because I don't want to read it and I am
Do
going to
I
mess it up.
get The
But that's
blessings?
the Domina ultimate name, which
Oh,
you may
that's right.
read.
So I've heard this before. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the ultimate ability of Domina is Panopticon.
Oh my god!
Panopticon, and I will put it in chat so you all can see that I am not crazy.
Can I get a country of origin?
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Use it in a
Sepsi?
sentence. Oh, I died. The sheep rescue. That's my sentence.
I need chat when we're on the break to find a way to use that word in a sentence.
In 3 minutes,
And-
when you hear this, that was a lot of crackle. Never mind. In 3 minutes, when you hear this, that will be your assignment. Great serve awesome map. You know, still a weird mode. Not on board with it yet. I don't hate it. I don't like it. It's in that weird middle ground of Overwatch modes. But good
Just
map.
is.
Great high noon. You know.
We'll have to see what map gets picked next. Mountain Union's pick of map choice. So, and I believe we're moving to Escort. That's the final map type.
No idea, but I believe it.
Any picks before we head to break?
Escort. Oh, I have to predict an Escort. Believe it or not,
I'm thinking Dorado.
I mean Dorado's actually pretty good nowadays. So I would not.
They've got
I
the
wouldn't
Ash
doubt
and
it.
Junkrat player.
That is.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
Dorado.
they're picking Dorado is a good choice. Or
Yeah, it's
is
not a Tiffin
Havana
pick
in the
to play
pool?
Dorado. Havana would be in the pool, yeah.
Havana's not in the pool, so I'm hearing.
Oh.
Oh, we've already picked
that's
map.
right. Forgot about push. How could we forget about push?
How could we forget about the mode? But yeah, so
Is there a Junkrat ban?
Oh, I see the ban they did. It's over there. It's above you.
Oh, Jetpack Cat.
Oh, goodbye, Landon. Spoopy
Someone
Goopy
got pulled
no
off the
longer
map
gets to
too many
play.
times. I'm thinking it was all the high noons.
I'm hearing word that we are banning Junkrat.
Interesting.
Okay, they ban Cat, we're banning Junkrat. We are going to New Queen Street. My favorite push. I just like the look of it.
Yeah, this will be match point for Tiffin. If they round it out here on New Queen Street, that's the series.
Match point for Tiffin, and we decided to ban Junkrat. You know, I'm okay with it.
You know,
They have a
That's a
plan.
bold
I
move,
think
Cotton.
they have a plan.
I guess we'll see how it plays out.
I guess we're gonna wait here. I'm assuming they're gonna start very soon because we already know map, we know bans. So I'm thinking a couple, maybe like 30 seconds here, but yes, it is. Has
What do you
anyone
think,
checked?
Spoopy Goopy's gonna play now that Cat's banned.
I think he's just logging off the game now.
Unfortunately.
I think. What does Spoopy play? Spoopy plays. We have seen his BAP.
Maybe a little
Possibly
Kiri or Ana.
Raven's gonna play Kiri. Possibly Ana. Ana's a good pick for him too. If it was up to me, I know he probably doesn't want to, but Lucio.
True.
Lucio's a very good character. Or Juno. He might play Juno. He does like the Juno, I think.
What's that flag? That's weird. I've never seen that before.
That's Canada, brother.
What's a kilometer?
All right. You are banned from ever coming back. Referenced old meme. Can't have him here anymore. We got 4
Yes, I
seconds
didn't swear.
before we see what these teams are cooking.
They're in the kitchen currently.
Absolutely not. Oh, we have some swaps from Tiffin. I am now seeing we swapped out
You
Raven
were right, Shane.
for Merle Sting on the Juno. And I was right. I didn't think he actually had it in him left after years of playing it. I thought he was just checked out. Nope, he's on Lucio.
1. Objective unlocked.
Yeah,
Got a little
so
robot cam here.
looks very zombie comp style from Mount Union. You know, just kind of walk it down with
Yeah.
Reaper, Maga, Zen.
Interesting play
Team's gonna
style
wanna
that Tiffin's
dive.
going to have to adapt to here. Yeah, they're going to want to push really hard in, dive with the Venture. And the, whatever the Australian guy's name is. I forget.
Hazard.
Hazard. Thank you, Hazard.
Looks like they did
Hazard falling
choose to
pretty
go
early,
in.
yeah. But Tiffin's going to clean this up with Vortex King falling as well. This might be anyone's game at this point.
Spoopy Goopy amping those heals for his team while rocking the Hello Kitty Lucio skin. Or whatever the official name is called. Goated collab, by the way.
Swaps from Cat to be a taxi, and now he's on Lucio to be a taxi. You know, some things never change.
Forever a taxi, I see.
That's just the job of a main support, you know.
That is true.
When your tank feeds, you bring him back. No ultimates yet. We're gonna have to see what happens in this dry fight. But we are seeing Vortex getting pretty close with the beat on Spoopy Goopy too. So things might happen as this fight evolves.
Yeah, it looks like Tiffin's gonna have to back up here. Vortexing around very early. Kind of how I expected that kind of fight to go. Tiffin playing a little slow, especially for their comp, is not going to work against this very frontline poke heavy, especially with Ashe now. I mean, you cannot afford to play slow.
He could be falling to the Ashe, but the trades are coming out. It's still even 3v3. Tanky Boy pretty low though. Might fall here.
I don't know how close is Juno. Juno's picking up kill. Tanky Boy possibly living.
Now we see the Juno 1v1. Wow, Tiffin kind of cleaning it up. You know, some fights we've seen get a little hairy like that, but it's nice to see that Tiffin is able to clean it up and, you know, get this cart pushing. But we do see ultimates coming online. Some interesting team fights should be happening here this time.
Juno Ring and beat. Let's hope they don't double stack support ults. Well, they're not going to now. Spoopy Goopy going down to Matt. Tiffin might as well just run it down right now. Try to get something.
Yep. Trying to maybe bait some ultimates out, but it doesn't look like it since Spoopy Goopy was able to get picked off first.
Unfortunate pick. Very big win for Mount Union there. Dry fight win.
Wow. 5 ults on the side of Tiffin University, though. We'll have to see which ones they use.
I would like to see a Juno Ring possibly.
Yeah, maybe a Juno with a Venture ult, or the Hazard ultimate as well.
I'm sensing oh, there's the Juno Ring.
Ult. Bob coming out too. With the Juno Ring out, Bob might be able to get shredded, but yeah, he's doing a lot of damage, a lot of pressure.
A lot of back and forth here. Crater picking up two. Vortex King able to pick up Matt as well. Crater reses himself. Let's see if it's craterable.
Trying to get in there.
Tanky Boy able to touch before they cap as well.
Crater to find the pick onto the, whatever her name is, and Tiffin is cleaning it up. Kiriko, thank you. It's getting a little late in the night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a 9 to 5 office worker now, and I'm getting a little tight, so.
True. 9 to 5. Couldn't be me.
Yep, imagine.
My bad. Tiffin University used 3 ults that fight, but got the win, so was worth it.
Yeah, we'll
Spoopy Goopy still has beat here. Maybe an aggressive beat.
Yeah, Mount Union has the Maga ult, so maybe they might get used here. Ooh, massive Hazard ult as they're able to trap these guys down.
There's the
There
sound
goes
barrier.
As most of Mount Union is falling regardless of the Maga ult. Able to clean it up and get this cart moving a little bit more. They need that little bit more of a lead, just in case if Mount Union starts to take some more team fights.
Tanky Boy going in, not having the follow-up that he probably wanted to have there.
Yeah, looks like the team was trying to sit back towards cart, but at this point they're just going to try to die on cart or get out. Stall it as long as they possibly can. Spoopy Goopy may be getting out at 14 HP.
Oh, Moira Orb.
Yep.
Gotta
Absolute
love the
skill
Moira
right
Orb.
there. If you play Overwatch, you know how that feels.
Feels terrible.
One of the worst.
Will Tanky Boy try to be as aggressive? Hopefully, the team is either going to follow up or Tanky Boy's going to chill off.
Oh,
Looks
there's
like
the
a
honor on
follow-up
ult.
is going in.
Getting 2, basically instant. What an ult by Crater.
Nice little wave. Clip it, send it in.
Get him by him with it. He knows who he is.
He does know. For those of you who don't know about on Ron, yes, what Crater is playing. She actually has 2 forms to her ultimate. The one you saw first was a res, and then that second one, that dive bomb, was the other form. So Crater can choose how to use it.
Absolutely interesting hero design. 2 supports coming down for both teams. Trades as it's coming down to the wire here on Mount Union's side. This push bot keeps pushing.
Crater's just
Crater behind.
always behind the
Yeah.
stang.
It's the one thing that it's just like playing any other flanker, you know. You just need to be on an off angle when the team engages and they just don't know where to look. Splitting that attention is so vital for playing these characters.
Very true.
Last fight territory on the map.
Hog.
Yep. There's the Bob that's been kind of killing Tiffin. Able to take down Mural Sting. And not finding that last pick. Essentially ending the fight. But Crater finding one, and so is Vortex King. Let's see if they can clean something up here. Or at least get some more ultimate charge before the next team fight.
I think they're just stalling now at this point to run the clock down.
Pretty useful strategy, but we do see 2 or 3 ultimates coming online for Tiffin University. Crater has his ult already built up from that last fight. Wow.
Insane
build that
player
so
right
quick.
there.
Yep. This Juno ult combined maybe with that Tanky Boy ult might be able to do something massive here, especially on these large straightaways. Hazard ult is going to trap these people and then follow up with that Juno.
Big dive
Tanky
onto
Boy
the
engaging,
Asher.
trying to find Matt. Yep.
Nice.
Wow, Mir.
Juno bombs? Missiles? Coming out from Merle's
Missiles.
Sting.
Nice.
Tiffin able to follow up on presumably that huge damage to
What a
Merle's
clean
Sting.
fight. I think that rotation was what actually did it for them. They didn't even have to use any ults, and that saves them for this last couple team fights.
It's
Just
huge.
able to get
Tiffin-
rotated, get behind them, kind of put them in a kill box. Is
Yep.
able to actually win that team fight for
Tiffin
them.
able to hold on to 4 of their ultimates to Mount Union's 1. And here comes Tanky Boy's all early, but he gets hooked. Ult does go off, but no follow-up.
Crater's looking for something as Vortex King also pops his ult, finding 2. Crater finding that 3rd. This is looking in the favor of Tiffin here.
Nice cleanup.
Just goes to show, although you lose 1, it is still winnable. And still
Craterable.
having
It's always
2
craterable.
on- Yeah, my fault.
Speaking of Crater, probably going to pop his ultimate here and dive bomb this point. Chaser forced
The
to
words right
recall.
out of my mouth. We're waiting to see what Crater's going to do here as Tanky Boy just returns.
Maybe he saves it for a
Full
res.
5 are in this fight. Vortex King, nice pick onto the Tracer. As it's a scrappy last minute push for Mount Union trying to hold this last little bit. So the point doesn't end and they get their last chance. Just so difficult because that spawns right there and Mount Union's just able to walk right out and be right there. Well, Tiffin has to walk the entire way. But we are coming up on last fight territory here with about 30 seconds left.
Vortex
Seeing
King
ult
got
economy.
a lot of picks there for a stall fight and was able to charge his ult 84%.
Yeah, we're seeing ult economy kind of looking in the favor of Tiffin here. His Crater's, even if his Crater gets picked off, he might be able to res himself or use his ult aggressively. We'll see how it plays out. They might do what they did last time, rotate around and see if they can find something.
Looks like exactly what they're doing. Lucio speeding in. Lucio almost moved the other Lucio off.
Matt finding 2 though, as Crater takes vengeance for his teammates and is trying to clean up the team fight. Still Craterable.
Always credible. Tanky Boy getting the full whole hog experience. There's Crater on the flank as usual. Nice beat coming out from
in
Spoopy
from
Goopy.
Spoopy Goopy. Giving Crater just that edge that he needs in order to clean the rest of the team up, and that is the match. 3-1 in
Very
favor of Tiffin.
nice. Nice alt usage added to you on that map. I like what I
Yeah.
saw.
I agree.
Vortex King getting the
Oh.
play of the game.
A rare venture play of the game. I like to see it. Wow, massive. Like
Pressing
dominoes.
Q into the Juno ult. That's crazy. It's a lot of damage.
Agreed.
Very cool. I noticed. Well, I'm now realizing, but that fight where they were in their spawn and they were like stalling that point out. I think Crater didn't use his ult because, in his mind, and or at least how I'm thinking about it, they don't need to really ult. They either win the fight, like the dry fight, and then they just cap and it's over, or Mount Union takes it back and then you just come in with 5 ultimates. So
Yep, they had so much more to push that it was just not worth ulting there to get the full cap and end the match when it was gonna end in 30 seconds regardless. So
yeah, very smart play by the man himself, Crater. That is the series. 3-1 Tiffin. Very, very nice. Awesome games to watch. Very enjoyable maps. You know,
yeah,
sometimes you get a bad mix of maps, but I liked pretty much all of those.
yeah, I agree. There wasn't any insane picks, Watch Point, Gibraltar, or Havana, or even Esperanza. Not really a big fan. So
True. Well, thank you, Mr. Carl, for joining as the guest caster. It was great having you back.
guys.
I think maybe they want to do a post game. They always want to. So I'm gonna go see if somebody wants to, and then I can ask them a couple questions if you want to stick around. But
yeah,
we will we'll cut to a little break, and I'll see what I can do. Jeez. Oh my God. I think I turned my headphones on on accident. Anyways, hello. Welcome back. We have the interviewee of today's game. Yeah, Crater, hello.
Hello.
So, I think we got to talk about map 1.
I played my damn heart out. I played my heart out.
I'm not saying anything. How'd you feel about Wing? You have fun?
I like Mizuki and I like Wu
I
Yang.
forgot you played Mizuki too. My bad. That one's on me.
Yeah, I did really good at Mizuki, and I almost won a 1v5 with Wu Yang, but I
Gotcha.
didn't because I'm bad.
Oh, it was not craterable then, but it was craterable on Suravasa, was it? That's Flashpoint, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
first point.
Very craterable on that map. We got to see both 3 flying high noons, and then the major, like the one with the well, or the fountain, that the middle.
Oh yeah, my clutch.
The craterable clutch.
Yeah. Say, when you put me on the role I played hundreds and hundreds of hours on, I'm actually not half bad.
Oh, you heard it here first. He
You
is
know?
not bad when he plays the role he's grinded on. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. You don't
Did
get
you know that
these-
was my 4th game on Mizuki?
That is crazy.
I was popping. Come
We
on,
will
man.
say different
Bro,
things.
I had the most kills on my damn team. Oh, I cursed.
Oh,
I'm off the stream.
yeah, get him out. Anyways, no, that's fine. Yeah, just how do you feel about overall today? How do you feel?
I think we played pretty good outside map 1. Tanky Boy might have gotten charged out of his shatter by a
Oof.
gold Reinhardt.
Oh, hey man.
But
Hey,
we came back. We got our mentals back. We played the cat, which was fun, and then
The cat was banned.
Anran, dude, I like that hero. I don't think she's that crazy, but she is fun.
She definitely seems like a character that's great in team play. Just Tracer will obviously always be better. It's Tracer, If you know this game, you know what Tracer is. But for team play, I do like seeing Onron. It's very, very good. You should keep playing. Keep playing that.
But I'm not.
But yeah, great series overall today. Very fun to watch. Very enjoyable. Always enjoyable. Shout out Mount Union.
Yep.
Great friendly rivalries there. Always great playing them. Always great watching the TU versus UMU showdown. But I think that's it for us today. You have a game next week? You have a game next
Yep.
week. Do we know?
I
who-
would like to ask you a question, Mr. Head Coach for the Overwatch team starting next
starting
semester.
Yep, that's me.
What do you feel about your team?
I feel great.
Great.
I
Any
feel-
exciting points that you see coming up?
I think I like the flexibility. There's from my experience, it was a lot of question. I'm only really here to cast. Like I come in right now to just sit here and cast. I don't really watch the games. So just being able to, while watching them cast, I get to pick up on how people play, and I think it is very, very doable, very workable, very open to playing whatever I want them to.
I like to hear that. One more question.
Oh.
If you were my coach, would you have let me play support more often?
No.
I'm leaving.
Okay, that is what I wanted.
Hello.
Oh god, I guess we're getting a little
Hey.
surprise. Well, you get one question.
One question?
I'm asking you one question.
Yeah, what's the question?
I gotta think of one question. Apparently, I'm waiting for something. One moment, please.
My mom wanted me to get on here.
Oh, shout out Tanky Boy's mother. There we go. I still haven't thought of a question, by the way. I'm stalling for no reason at
You
this
could have
point.
asked about all
There's
the missing
keys.
Malga ults.
Thank you for pointing out the question. Nah, you've already explained the charge cancel. What was the fat finger Maga ult for?
That was a big fat finger. I got fat fingers. And I fat fingered it.
That's a good comment. That's where we're gonna end it. Thank you for joining. Thank you, boy. Oh, we even got a name update. Wow, we are quick with it nowadays.
Very quick.
But thanks for joining. That is all for today's TU series of games. How did the other ones go? I never asked in the beginning. I was too excited Carl was here. Smash 1-2-0.
Okay.
Rocket League
Oh.
unfortunately lost 4-0, but that is okay because did they have fun? I don't know.
Stuff happens.
It happens.
It was an exciting. I mean, yeah.
We had recruits casting our not Overwatch. I'm not a recruit. Our Rocket League game. That is exciting to hear. If you're interested in joining TU, just there's probably something linked below the stream. I have no idea. Anyways, thank you for watching. We will send it to the ending screen.
Yep, it's good.
We're leaving.
We're leaving. Yeah.
God, my producer. Never mind. Everything is not flawless over here.